Caitlin Clark has just confirmed
the league's demise now.
Caitlin Clark posted on Instagram
that she is out
for the season,
playoffs included.
I'd hope to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play the season.
Not surprising at this point, but still incredibly disappointing.
Caitlin Clark will not be returning to the 2025 WNBA season.
Caitlin Clark is officially out for the season.
She's out.
And fans are furious at the shocking cover-up by the Indiana Fever.
The WNBA had a star come in that has not had this much impact on a sport since Tiger Woods. That is how big Caitlin Clark is.
If you're 100% behind Caitlin, drop 100% in the comments right now.
The Caitlin Clark effect is real. And when she comes back, watch out.
90% of the people in arenas were there to see Caitlin Clark, which of course they became fans of the Fever afterwards. But you know, Caitlin Clark is the draw.
Caitlin Clark finally broke her silence, confirming the news that fans feared the most. She will not return to play this season.
Caitlin Clark posted on Instagram. She's out for the year. We all know she's out for the year.
In her heartfelt message,
I obviously saw the news last night that Caitlin Clark is officially out for the season. And this news came from Caitlin Clark herself. She posted it on her social media pages with a long note, and it was actually sad.
Caitlin Clark drops her heartfelt message on Twitter, just letting the people know, man, she feels bad about this situation and was trying her best to get back to the fan base.
Caitlin admitted, "I spend hours in the gym every day with the single goal of getting back out there. Disappointed isn't even a big enough word to describe how I feel. But even in the bad, there is good. The way fans continue to show up for me."
Caitlin Clark has stated, "I hope to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season. I spend hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointing isn't a big enough word to describe how I feel. I am feeling what I want to thank everyone who had my back through all the uncertainty. This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good. The way the fans continue to show up."
And the Fever brought me so much joy and perspective. Those words cut deep for Fever fans, but they also revealed Caitlin's incredible strength.
A devastating blow for not just the Fever and the WNBA, but the good news is her career is not over.
Even while sidelined, she chose to highlight the positivity and support around her.
This is a young woman who got an opportunity in 2024 to live her dream. She came in her rookie season. She balled out. Rookie of the year. Broke all kinds of records, set new records, all of it just lived up to the hype in such a huge way.
And the response was immediate. Her Instagram post racked up over 140,000 likes in just an hour, showing just how powerful her reach is.
140,000 likes in an hour talking about the injury post. That is a scary, where are we going? That's a crazy amount of likes,
The biggest names in basketball jumped in to back her. LeBron James himself commented, "Minor setback for a major comeback. Rest up, get healthy, and be you."
LeBron James commenting, "Minor setback for major comeback, rest up, get healthy, and be you."
Legends like Lisa Leslie, Sabrina Ionescu, and even her teammate Aaliyah Boston echoed the same message.
And if you're looking at the comments, it's like the who's who of who's who's. You've got LeBron James. LeBron James is even talking about it. Obviously, the expected, you're seeing the likes of Kate Martin. "Love you, CC, so proud of you, the best yet to come, love you lots. Miss you, big dog, you'll be back," from Aaliyah Boston.
Caitlin will be back, stronger than ever. Fans also poured in their love, promising to stand by her no matter how long the wait is. Many admitted they only came to the Fever because of Caitlin, and they aren't going anywhere. Instead of letting this setback define her, supporters made it clear, they believe this is just the beginning of a legendary career.
Lisa Leslie ended up shouting out to Caitlin Clark. She says, "So sorry, but I know this decision will be the best for your future." And remember what Lisa Leslie was saying. She was saying, man, this injury lasted me forever. So I guess it's kind of a good thing that Caitlin Clark just decided to sit out for the rest of the season.
She was really trying, and she was really trying to do everything she possibly could to get back on the court. Maybe she was the one who had the hope that she could get back out there.
While Caitlin's announcement brought clarity, it also unleashed a storm of anger. Not at her, but at the Indiana Fever front office. For months, the organization kept fans hanging on, hinting that Caitlin was day-to-day or being evaluated, when in reality, they already knew her season was done. Fans feel they were strung along, not for Caitlin's benefit, but for ticket sales and revenue.
They want to sell these tickets, bro. They want to get the last little bit of money they can. So they keep stringing us along.
There's no more trying to pretend that that Caitlin Clark could come back at any given time. That's done. We're not going to see any more talk of Caitlin Clark coming back.
People pointed out how the team kept promoting games.
There came a certain point where people, including myself, were just like, what is actually going on? I think that it's time. It was definitely time to tell fans what was going on. There are people that travel from all over the world
With the hope she might return, calling it nothing more than a donkey and a carrot scheme. The reality? They dangled Caitlin's comeback just long enough to keep filling arenas. Front office executives like Amber Cox tried to smooth things over.
Amber Cox has found herself in some serious hot water with the fan base for responding to Caitlin Clark being out for the remainder of the year.
Posting that Caitlin had worked her tail off and that the comeback will be special. But instead of calming fans, those words only fueled the backlash. Supporters accused the Fever of offering empty statements while hiding the truth.
Front office was doing a bunch of BS with us and not telling us exactly what was going down with CeCe. They had to say something because the videos kept coming out. They was not transparent at all with anything that was going on with the organization.
Even worse, beat reporters and insiders were dragged into the controversy. Many believe they were in on the act, reporting updates like no setbacks 1 week, only for Caitlin to be suddenly ruled out for the season days later. Fans called it exactly what it was: a cover-up. This deception left a bitter taste across the entire WNBA community. Instead of building trust and transparency, the Fever turned Caitlin's injury into a marketing ploy. And now, with the truth exposed, the backlash is louder than ever.
The WNBA had a star come in that has not had this much impact on a sport since Tiger Woods. That is how big Caitlin Clark is. That is the global impact, and it's not just an American impact. That's the global impact that Caitlin Clark has had on this league.
Caitlin Clark was working her tail off for a championship, not a championship because of these extra pieces, but a championship regardless. That's what she was working for. She told us after, I think it was during the preseason, that success for her in this season was a championship, period, point blank.
Caitlin Clark's absence isn't just a blow to the Fever. It's a crisis for the entire WNBA. She is, without question, the league's biggest star, and the main reason attendance, ticket sales, and viewership skyrocketed over the past 2 seasons.
An entirely new group of people started tuning in to this league for one player and one player only. In fact, so many new people tuned into this league, the viewership for the Caitlin Clark games largely surpassed anything else going on in the WNBA.
Even while injured, Caitlin was still filling arenas. Teams moved games into bigger venues, opened upper levels of stadiums, and doubled or even quadrupled their normal attendance, just because fans wanted to see Caitlin. even if she was sitting on the bench. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
The Caitlin Clark effect is real. And when she comes back, watch out.
90% of the people in arenas were there to see Caitlin Clark, which of course they became fans of the Fever afterwards. But you know, Caitlin Clark is the draw.
And it's unmatched. One analyst put it bluntly: more people show up to see Caitlin Clark sit on the end of the bench than show up to watch other teams play basketball. That single sentence sums up her impact better than any statistic. But now, with Caitlin ruled out, the league is being exposed. TV ratings are slipping. Major networks that used to lead with Caitlin Clark highlights are suddenly quiet.
Caitlin Clark herself has announced that she is out for the remainder of the season.
I obviously saw the news last night that Caitlin Clark is officially out for the season.
She's out. Caitlin Clark will not be returning to the 2025 WNBA season.
ESPN, Fox Sports, and other outlets aren't pushing WNBA stories anymore because, without Caitlin, the buzz just isn't there. As one commentator said, the WNBA has gone back to being out of sight, out of mind, just like before she arrived.
Not surprising at this point, but still incredibly disappointing. Caitlin Clark officially done for the 2025 WNBA season, as she and the Fever announced on social media.
The league's demise now that Caitlin Clark is no longer going to play this season.
Caitlin Clark is out for the remainder of the 2025 season, playoffs included.
This is being called one of the biggest missed opportunities in sports history. The WNBA had the spotlight, they had the momentum, and they had the star that could have carried the league to new heights. Instead, poor handling of her injury and a lack of transparency has alienated the very fans who gave women's basketball a chance for the first time.
I'd hope to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play the season. Caitlin Clark posted on Instagram, she's out for the year. Like, it's not, we all know she's out for the year.
Caitlin Clark has just confirmed she is out for the season.
Many feel betrayed, and some are already saying they won't buy tickets or tune in next season. And the timing couldn't be worse. With the looming CBA negotiations and talk of a possible work stoppage, Caitlin's injury only raises more uncertainty. Some fear that we may not see her back on the court until 2026, or even 2027.
We might not be seeing Caitlin Clark until 2027.
Depending on how the labor disputes unfold. For a league that desperately needs her star power, that's a nightmare scenario. Still, through all of this, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark remains the face of women's basketball. The fans believe in her. Legends of the game believe in her. And if she makes a comeback, whether in the WNBA or even in a potential off-season league like Unrivaled,
Caitlin Clark not being here for the season. It's just that simple, bro. Caitlin Clark is out until the 2026 season. A lot of people speculating that she could do Unrivaled. As of right now, I don't know, but word on the street is that is what the rumblings is saying, is that Caitlin Clark misses basketball and she is possibly contemplating doing Unrivaled.
the world will be watching.
I would make the assumption she's playing on Rivals. Like, I think it's safe to make that assumption that she's playing. And sorry. We can make the assumption that she's playing basketball in the offseason.
For many, Caitlin isn't just the hope of the Indiana Fever. She's the hope of the entire WNBA.
The beginning of a lot of amazing things to come. Don't miss that. In other words, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning.
Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA has been loud, divisive. Every game feels like a national event.
Caitlin Clark is out for the season, and fans are right to be outraged at how this was handled. The Indiana Fever may have tried to cover it up, but they can't cover up the truth. Caitlin is the heartbeat of the WNBA, and her comeback will be unstoppable. If you're standing with her through this setback, drop 100% in the comments right now. Let's spark this WNBA conversation together and make sure Caitlin Clark knows the fans are behind her all the way.
It should say Caitlin is here, Caitlin was here. Yeah, I don't get the Caitlin was here reference. Was here is reference having left a mark.
This is what Lieberman means when she talks about this being a woman's movement. Clark brought the eyeballs and the investment. Now it's up to the league to capitalize.